Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, and giving double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. And what I want to talk about is something that Elon Musk was talking about, which he said Elon Musk talks about Jesus level technology. Miracle workers are the men of Great Millstone, some crazy conspiracy theorists with tinfoil hats. Okay, are the men of Great Millstone, are we crazy? Okay, because some of you won't listen to us. Okay, but let's see if you'll listen to Elon Musk. Okay, and the scriptures line up perfectly with this. And we've been warning the people, blowing the trumpet. Okay, now we know what Ezekiel, all right, Ezekiel chapter 3 speaks about, all right, getting the blood off our hands. Matter of fact, let me start with that, because this thing is going to come. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. How do we know we're watchmen? The Lord put the spirit on us to do these things. All right, it's the spirit that is making us go into these articles, go into these YouTube clips, so that we can warn the people. It says, therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. So when we speak, we're telling you that the mark of the beast is coming, which is biblical prophecy. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. And that's what we're doing. Blowing the trumpet. Warning the wicked. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, we're warning the people. Hey, this is the mark of the beast. And he turned not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way. He shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to deliver our soul. All right. And warn the people like Noah did. This is going to be something quick. All right. Let me go into this real quick, man. Listen to this.
You can take the signals from the brain, from the motor cortex, and we believe it will enable people who have, not that many people are aware of Neuralink, which is creating a cybernetic interface AI from your brain. And it has enabled people who have completely lost their brain-body connection to speak again and to use their computer and their phone. And we believe it will enable people to walk again, because you can take...
Okay, these are the miracles. All right, to get people to walk again, to get people to see again. These are miracles. Miracles.
Signals from the brain, from the motor cortex.
On the left-hand side, I might add that, because Esau doesn't have this type of power on the right-hand side. Okay, the Lord had this type of power where he was healing people that were blind and lame. So Esau has to do it on the left-hand side by inserting robotics inside of a human. Okay, see, Jesus level technology. See, they got to get their miracles by left-hand means. Left hand, when I say by left-hand means, meaning he has to go against the Most High to get his miracles. All right, he has to go around, not go around because nobody can get around the Most High, but he has to go on the left-hand side to do it. Because I don't care how you people feel about how this is a blessing. All right, this is, the Most High never intended transhumanism. That was never an intention of the Most High. Okay, a GMO, all these things that the so-called white men are splicing up in labs. That is not the way we're going to live in the kingdom of heaven. You might say, well, but he can walk again. I mean, all right, if you were born that way, then the Most High wanted you to be born that way. He that have an ear, let him hear. Because you're going to have people that are going to line up to get these chips to put inside of their brain to get them to see again and get them to walk again. And it's deceiving. It's going to be cool technology to this new generation. To get somebody to walk again, what would somebody give to walk again, to see again? They'll be willing to give it all, even their soul.
And if somebody has, say, a severe spinal injury, you can transmit those signals to a second neural implant and reanimate the body so that people can use their limbs and, we think at some point, live a normal life by effectively bridging the signals from the brain to past the point in the spine where the damage has occurred. Now, these are pretty wild things that are possible. And then later this year, we expect to do our first implant for what we call blind sight, where even if somebody has lost both eyes or lost the optic nerve, or perhaps has not even been able to see, has never seen, even if they were blind at birth, it will give them initially limited vision, but I think over time, very precise vision, perhaps superhuman vision.
You see that? You see that? Revelation 13 and 14, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, he has the power on the left-hand side to do these things. But it's deceiving. He's going to deceive you. The same way he's going to deceive the people to take the mark of the beast. It's going to seem enticing. It's going to seem, oh, you don't need your keys anymore. You don't need a wallet. Never worry about losing your keys. Never worry about losing your child again. Never worry about all these things. You know, it's going to be enticing. And especially, he's going to entice and it's going to cause all. Okay? You're not going to be able to buy and sell. So that's going to be another reason people are going to get it. Because they're not going to see a way out. So this technology is being spoken about right now. And you camp leaders, you Israelite leaders out there, you got to speak on these things. You got to tell your people, what is this? What's going on? Are we crazy, or were we just ahead of the game? Huh? Were we just ahead of the game like all the prophets were in the scriptures? They always knew ahead of time what was going down.
So, restoring control of people who are tetraplegics and restoring sight, I think, are pretty big deals. Those sort of what you might call like sort of Jesus level or sort of technologies,
Miracles.
Miracles, yes, exactly. I mean, miracles of science.
People, they clapping. Oh, see, they clapping. Miracles, clapping. Okay? It's going to be in your face soon. Are the men of GMS 10 for you hat conspiracy theorists? You see this? If you don't believe us, well, you heard it from his mouth. What say ye? It's coming. And with that, shalom.